First of all, I have to confess something here is that things bother me. And it's surprising, depending on my energy state that day, anything can bother me. So I was thinking about something I was bothered about 6 months ago. And, and it was a problem. There was a problem. And I said, you know, first of all, everything I'm bothered about, I see as a problem. But actually, when you really come down to think about it, 90% of the problem is actually that it bothers you. And it's kind of paralyzing you. You can call it procrastination, but it's actually you're paralyzed from actually accessing what all entrepreneurs are really great at, and that is problem solving. The way that you have built your great capabilities in the marketplace and the way that you built your business is because other things that bother other people and they get paralyzed by them, you're really great at helping them solve their problems because their problems don't bother you. As a matter of fact, you like their problems because you can help them find a solution. So I just tried this out on me for about 2 or 3 months, and I would try to stop five times at least during the day where I started getting annoyed about something or tight about something, could have been about anything, and I'd say, if this wasn't a problem, how quickly would I handle it? The moment I said to myself, this bothers me, all of a sudden my mind shifted, and what I noticed is my mind immediately went to, well, just do this or talk to so-and-so, or, just don't do this or something, but it was always in the realm of creative problem solving. So I began to realize that there's this general realm of being bothered. And so then I created an exercise for the 10 Times program, and it was called Not Being Bothered. And what I did is I took 3 things that bothered me right when I was creating the exercise. And the way I stated that is, this really bothers me. And then I took it through, and if it didn't bother me, then I would do this and this and this. And then I had a third column that says, the who's that will do the how that I hate. So this goes back to the who not how exercise. So the particular example I like to give you is that we have a great planning book in the 10 Times program, which is called the Breakthrough Booklet, and it consists of the Moving Future exercise, where you review your last 90 days, what's going on right now, and then what are you looking to, new things that are going to happen over the next 90 days, and then you do this thinking for about 10 minutes, and then you say, what are 5 things over the next 90 days that if I get them finished, it's 100% a successful quarter. I call them the 100% jumps. And then you write down 5 things that if you get these done over the next quarter, it's 100%. Anything else you get done, you're over 100%. So, I do that, and then I do 5 impact filters. I take each of the projects, the 100% projects, for the next quarter, and I do an impact filter. And more and more, I hate actually writing all the copy for this form. But it's an incredibly valuable form because it's my planning for the quarter. So as a participant in Strategic Coach, I have to do this. And then the second thing is that it creates instant teamwork, because the moment I do an impact filter, the teams spring into action, and it just gives all the participants in the 10 Times program, it gives a very clear picture of how they can think through their next quarter. But I hate actually sitting down, and it's the last thing I do at the last possible moment before the new quarter starts. So I just wrote down on my Not Being Bothered exercise, what I really don't like is I hate writing the sample copy for the Breakthrough Booklet. And so then the next column in the forum is, if this didn't bother you, what would you do? And there's this little neat little AI program, artificial intelligence. I mean, if you want to make something sexy these days, call it artificial intelligence. I don't know if it's artificial, and I don't really know if it's intelligent, but it's useful. And it's an instant transcription service that you just go to Otter, O-T-T-E-R, AI, and with it, the moment you download it, you can get 600 hours per month for nothing. And if you want to pay $10 a month, you can get up to 6,000 minutes. And it's really great. It transcribes everything you're saying, and it audios everything you're saying. So instantaneous audio and transcription. So what I came up with on my not bothered sheet was that I would talk to my production manager, and I said, I'm not going to have the typed in sample copy on Monday morning, but I will have the recording and transcript for the entire breakthrough booklet, and I want to know if there's someone who can just listen to my audio and read my transcripts and just fill in the forms. And she said, oh, sure. And the person she chose is my editor for the last 12 years, and she had it done in an hour and a half. She had usually it takes me about 6 or 7 hours with procrastinations, about 5 or 6 procrastination breaks. And you know, I just hate it. And so for the rest of my working life at Strategic Coach, which I'm planning to be here a long time, I never have to write this copy again, and it's tremendous. But it wasn't until I said I really don't like doing this activity that my mind switched into problem solving. So the big thing, going back to the big idea here is that 90% of any problem is that it bothers you. But if it didn't bother you, your natural problem solving would kick in. And therefore, the wrap-up thought here, 90% of any solution is not being bothered.